Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're diving into Tony Johnston's American Names, tracing one boy's incredibly emotional journey to reclaim his cultural roots. Identity is just such a powerful concept, isn't it? It's basically how we anchor ourselves in the world. And usually, that entire foundation starts with something as simple as the name we're given at birth. So, picture this. You land in a new, really tough city, and on the very first day of school, a teacher just casually replaces your true name. What would it actually feel like to have your identity erased with a single breath? Well, for our main character Arturo, this isn't some hypothetical question. It's his sudden, completely disorienting reality.
Chapter 1. Welcome to Los Angeles. Our story kicks off when Arturo's family uproots their entire lives from Mexico and moves to LA, a place they describe as a hard-as-a-fist city. It's an overwhelming transition, mostly driven by his father's need for better work. Arturo actually describes feeling like wind-blown weeds landing in this sprawling, intimidating metropolis full of movie stars and unpredictability.
Arturo and his brother find themselves in a tough new barrio, feeling numb and honestly a little scared. They know the streets can swallow kids up like saber-toothed tigers in tar pits, especially with the strong pull of gangs offering protection and a sense of belonging. So, to survive, Arturo and his brother just kind of clam up and keep their heads down. Now, as a layer of protection, his parents absolutely insist the kids learn English as a necessary survival tool. They tell them it's good to have English in your pocket for the dirty doubts, basically just in case. It acts as this linguistic armor against the uncertainties of their brand new world. Chapter 2. Erasing Arturo. Okay, so this survival tactic takes a super sharp turn at school thanks to Miss Pringle. She's this airy teacher with a rubbery dolphin smile and what Arturo's friend perfectly describes as excessive sparkle. She's chipper, she kind of floats where she goes, but she makes a quick, unilateral decision that changes absolutely everything for her new students. With one breath of teacher magic, Arturo is erased, literally like a used-up word on a chalkboard. And his friends are instantly Americanized. Arturo is told he is now Arthur. Alicia becomes Alice. Raul is Ralph. And Jaime is James. Presto changio. Without even asking, Miss Pringle strips away names passed down through generations just to make things easier on herself. At first, Arturo kind of pretends he doesn't care. He desperately wants to fit in and avoid the gangs, so he slips into full pocho, that hybrid blend of English and Spanish, totally embracing the assimilation. He tells himself his new name is muy cool, fitting him like a pair of chewed-up nighties. But deep down, when he sees his friend Alicia's eyes looking like dark, hurting bruises, we know there's a profound, painful disconnect from his roots. Chapter 3. The Resistance of Abuelita. Let's see how this tension builds dramatically at home, because as it turns out, a name isn't just a convenient label. It's a living family heirloom, and discarding it causes major ripples. The family dynamic here is fascinating. His parents show their disapproval through this silent gentleness, kind of like soft doves. His mother just cooks excessively to organize her anxiety. But his abuelita, oh man, she attacks his new name with the fierce bravura of a fighting rooster. Even dressed in black mourning clothes for her late husband, she is fiery, feisty, and absolutely refuses to let Arthur slide. She uses her traditional molcajete, that's a heavy, three-legged grinding stone carved right out of volcanic lava, to aggressively grind her disfavor into Arturo, right along with her chilies. Grind, grind, grind. She hisses his English name like poison, turning the kitchen into a literal battleground to protect his cultural roots. Honestly, if his new name were a chili pepper, she'd pulverize that too. Chapter 4. The Midnight Epiphany. Fast forward to late one night. Arturo is struggling with his geography homework in a room banded with moonlight. Through the wall, he hears his grandmother muttering next door in her Mexican pink room, talking to the ghost of his late grandfather. Overhearing this private moment, Arturo listens as his grandmother holds the name Arturo gently in her mouth like a highly breakable egg. She whispers, "He is me, he is you, and all before, and all to come." Hearing the tears glaze her voice, it hits Arturo like a ton of bricks. Giving up his name means erasing his entire family to chalkboard dust. He feels this massive blaze of shame, realizing he's been acting like a total first-class idiot for tossing aside the exact thing connecting him to his ancestors. Staring out at the half moon,
Arturo realizes his heritage is a comforting blanket, not a burden. He beautifully thinks to himself that in this moment, his history holds him like a warm serape. That desperate need to just fit in, it totally melts away, replaced by a profound, unshakable respect for his true roots. He knows exactly what he has to do. Chapter 5: Reclaiming True Identities. Arturo doesn't wait around for morning. He immediately takes action, calling his friends over for an urgent late-night meeting right there in his grandmother's chili-laden kitchen. He knows if they don't take their names back right now, they'll be blotted out entirely. They follow a very deliberate three-step plan. First, the Audi to late-night call, telling everyone to get over there right this very second. Second, they make a pact. In a solemn ceremony, they place their hands on that ugly, pockmarked molcajete, reclaim their original Spanish names, and resolve to stand up to their teacher. And finally, step 3, they prepare to boldly apprise Miss Pringle of their decision the very next morning. They confidently shout their true names into the night air with utmost bravura. They successfully take back their identities right then and there. And the crazy thing, the next day, Miss Pringle is surprised, but she actually limps along with it. Their courage ends up inspiring a massive wave of name reclaimment across the entire school. To celebrate this huge victory, and to honor the fierce woman who guarded his roots, Arturo buys his grandmother a prickly cactus with one single red bloom. When he springs it from behind his back, she laughs and warmly embraces him, shouting, "Oh, Arturo, my little cactus!" And miraculously, they hug with the plant right between them without either of them getting poked. This brilliant little moment perfectly captures Arturo's final self-realization. Much like the cactus and his grandmother, he might be a bit prickly, but he is deeply rooted with a real chance to bloom. Prickly with a chance of flowers. It's just a beautiful metaphor for embracing your authentic, sometimes complicated, true self, wouldn't you say? As we wrap up this explainer, I really want to leave you with a thought to spark your own reflections on family, identity, and the power of a name. What parts of your own roots and history do you need to reclaim or protect? Think about the things that make you who you are, that history that holds you like a warm blanket. Whatever you do, don't let anyone erase you to chalkboard dust. Keep learning, keep embracing your roots, and keep blooming.